Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Buccaneers going Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. And they insert their dime package. 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to do.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 44 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he cuts it, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Freeman again, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well for him.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down, Prescott. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught. Baldwin. Oh, a good move at the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So out come the Falcons now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Going deep here for Landry. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Prescott on first down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And here now come the Falcons. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well, else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Now he's flushed out left. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Right there around the 35-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a gain of 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the deep, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to her back.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some
And Freeman lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now a first down following that long gain. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They toss to Freeman. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Prescott now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Prescott yet again. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he is out of bounds here on the return. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney, let's go.
Looking to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And it is good. He splits the...